welcome to my channel. My name is Alex K. I'm a kettlebell expert and I'm here to teach you how to use the kettlebells safely and effectively. Now, people have asked me a number of times, how many reps should I do with a kettlebell? How many sets should I do with a kettlebell? That type of conventional thinking is perfectly okay to apply to kettlebells, but it's not what I do personally. I prefer to exercise to time rather than to sets and reps. As an example, I'll just use a very basic example. I'll set a timer for 30 seconds. I will work for 30 seconds. I'll do the exercise for 30 seconds, and then I will rest for 30 seconds. Then I go back to working for 30 seconds, resting for 30 seconds, working for 30 seconds, resting for 30 seconds. Depending on the exercise, I'll get a different number of repetitions done in that 30 seconds. So if it's swings, I'll do about 17 swings in 30 seconds. If it's squats, I'll probably get, with an appropriate weight, 7 reps in that 30 seconds. The important thing for me is that I'm resting for a specific 30 seconds and then I'm going straight back into exercising, which keeps up the cardiovascular element of my workout. I'm trying to get the most bang for my buck. I'm trying to have a short, efficient, effective workout. I don't want to have to spend a lot of time doing cardio and then go and spend a lot of time doing weights and then go and spend some more time doing mobility. I'm going to package that all together and do it in one. So that timed protocol that I'm using for my workouts enables me to consistently keep that cardiovascular element going in the workout. Now 30 and 30 is a reasonably basic form because I'm only working out for 30 seconds and I'm resting for 30. I could start to extend that, keep the timer on a 30-second beep, and I could do, say, a kettlebell exercise straight into a bodyweight exercise and then into a rest period. So I could perform kettlebell swings for 30 seconds, then I could perform, for me it'll probably be like a dive bomber push-up, but I could perform a push-up for 30 seconds and then I would rest for 30 seconds. So now what I've done is I'm now working out for 60 seconds and resting for 30. Working out for 60, resting for 30. Working out for 60, resting for 30. Okay, so I had to be fitter to do that. If I wanted to push it even further, I could have maybe 3 exercises. I could do swings into my push-up or my dive bomber press-up, and then into just holding a plank position for 30 seconds, and then have 30 seconds rest. So now I have 90 seconds of working out, 90 seconds of putting my body under strain, followed by 30 seconds of resting. So as you can see, just using that 30-second protocol, it can get more and more difficult. Or I could say do 2 exercises, swings and squats. So I could swing for 30 seconds. I could perform squats for 30 seconds, straight into swings for 30 seconds, straight into squats for 30 seconds. So that's now 2 minutes of work that I've done. I might then rest for 60 seconds. So I would allow 2 periods of 30 seconds to pass for my rest period, and then go back to that exercise or whatever exercise is next. So now I'm using 2 minutes of work with 1 minute of rest. You can see how you can play around with just that 30-second timer, but there's a lot of different protocols, a lot of different work times that you can set compared to your rest time, and you'll see that if you stick with me and stick with my workouts. So I hope that helps. I hope you understand my reasoning for working out to time rather than to sets and reps. If you don't have a timer to hand, you can always say to yourself, well, I know I'm going to do 17 swings, so I'll do 17 swings in the gym. I've got no timer, so I'll just do 17 swings. The difficulty lies in then controlling your rest period to only that 30 seconds. For me, the timed workouts are mostly about making sure that I'm controlling my rest period to a limited period of whatever I deem is appropriate for that workout, and then back into my work time. That keeps that cardiovascular element. If you stick with me, you'll see that in the workouts as we move forward. So I hope that helps. If you've got some questions, pop them in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll see you soon.